Back to school, back to sewing, and if you're new at this and you have doubts about what to get and what's not necessary, today I'm bringing you 7 things you don't really need to get started. Nowadays, I see all these kind of doubts, especially when someone who started sewing comes with me to the sewing lessons. So it's something that really bothers people. What do I need to get? Is this necessary? Shall I get this or the other thing? And it's not that much. What you need to get is because with only little, you can sew as well. Hi, my name is Irene. I love sewing, talking about sewing, mending, upcycling, all of the stuff you can do in the sewing room. And if you are like me, consider subscribing because I upload twice a week and that way you don't miss anything. And I'm also on Instagram. And the first thing you don't need is an expensive machine. Any machine is going to be good and any brand as well. Singer, Brother, Alpha, all of them are good and they have inexpensive machines you can trust. This one is a Singer Serenade. It's €100 when they put it on offer in the supermarkets, and I've been sewing with it for 10 years and it works just fine. I haven't taken it to have a look at it. It hasn't broken down or anything. It just sews, and that's what you really need. Another thing you don't need is a serger. I had one and it was a bit of a mess. It was one of the cheapest on the supermarket, but it didn't work properly. I had to take it to repair a few times and it never worked well. And in the end, it broke. So, is it worth it? Maybe if it's a good one, it does. I'm not quite sure about sergers. I'm sewing without one since then and it's fine. If you're going to add a lining on the inside of something, you don't need a serger, nothing's gonna be seen. And then the inside of your garments can be really good if you use a zigzag stitch or any seam that allows you to hide them inside, like a French seam or a flat felt seam. So you don't really need one. You don't need to spend that money. Another thing you don't need is 100 presser foot to sew. It's just I got myself this little box and I wanted to use them all, but I still haven't used them all. So for me, because I have the YouTube channel, it's a good incentive, it's a good goal to go after. But for someone that doesn't do all of this, you don't need it. The normal ones, the ones you're going to use the most, usually come with your sewing machine, the normal one, then the zip that has double sides, because there's one that only has one side, so the double-sided one, and then the invisible zip one, because at some point you're going to sew an invisible zip, why not? And then one I like a lot is one that has a little plastic plate on top, and that is just to see better what you're sewing, but it's really good when you're sewing furry stuff that goes in the feet and tangles itself, because it flattens it and nothing bad happens. So that's what I use the most. And I also like this one as well a lot. The little plastic one is quite useful with leather and things like that. Invisible zip presser foots, there are two. There's a metal one and there's this plastic one. I love the plastic one because the things are much deeper, so the zip stays in there and doesn't move. And I also like this little one, which is really useful with leathers and plastic. You don't need the perfect Pinterest style sewing room. You don't need the perfect Pinterest style sewing room. You just need a little space, a corner or a room you don't need, a guest room to sew. It's just something I'm really lucky because I have a fairly big sewing room and I have the cutting table, but it's not basic. You don't need to set up all of this to start sewing. You just need a table to cut and sew. So that's that. Of course, you obviously don't need to buy a lot of fabric. This is basic. When you start sewing, you don't even understand fabric. You don't understand about the types or what to use what fabric for. Maybe you get a silk and you try to make a handbag or something like that, something weird. We've all done it and it's going to happen to you. You're going to buy some fabric and then ruin it at some point. So the best thing, I always say, go to the remnants box, go to the offers in your local fabric store, because that way you get to buy different fabrics, you get to use them, and you don't feel the pressure of ruining expensive fabric. So that's the main thing. Start knowing, start getting used to different fabrics and how to work with them and what to do with them. And what would I spend my money if I was going to start sewing? In a good pair of scissors. Scissors are really important. If they are not cutting well, you can tell on the fabric it's going to be frayed, it's going to look awful, and you're going to get frustrated when cutting it because it's not looking good. So a good pair of scissors make the difference. They're just special. They are just for the sewing room. They are just for cutting fabric. Don't cut anything else with them, not even zips or even thicker fabrics. Use some cheaper scissors, but these are amazing. And what would I spend a little bit more extra money on? Of course, in needles and threads. Don't get yourself be fooled by seeing cheap needles in different shops or threads as well. Go to a haberdashery and get yourself a good quality set of needles, because they're going to last a long time. The other ones don't even sew, and the same with threads. They don't have a good amount of fibers in them, so they break all the time and they leave behind a lot of lint that can cause a lot of problems in your sewing machine. So get yourself a good quality thread. Polyester thread is the best if you're starting, because it's much more strong. And then of course get yourself a good range of basic colors: white, black, gray, beige. And then if you're going to start sewing something more special, you can get yourself a yellow needle, a yellow thread, or a pink one. But you can start with those, and some people just sew with basic colors all of their stuff, and it's okay really. So get that and get your set of good needles. Start by sewing with start by getting your cotton needles. You don't need much more. I just got myself some leather ones because I'm going to sew something with them, something specifically, but you don't need to get all the range of different needles there is. You just start little by little, and sometimes they even get on offer in famous supermarkets. So just have a look around and get yourself good quality stuff. Well, the thing is that any hobby you're going to start is going to need an investment. It's going to need tools and materials to work with, but you don't need to get the most of the most in all the cases. You just need to start to get the hang of it, and not to feel that because you don't have the 1,000 pounds sewing machine, your project is going to look hideous. It doesn't work like that. You just need to start sewing little by little and just enjoy it. And if you're not around here, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you around. Bye.